Live from the campus of Washington and Lee University, this is a Channel 18 Rockbridge News Update.
Welcome to the final Election Night 2014 edition of the Rockbridge Report. I'm Maggie Volsky.
And I'm Jeb Purcell.
Right now we have some very exciting news from the Virginia Senate rate. With 93.5% of precincts reporting, Gillespie is currently leading Warner by nearly 1%. We will update you throughout the show as that continues to play out this evening. Let's turn to our local results right now, shall we?
All right, in the local Lexington City Council race, we have 100% of precincts reporting. Incumbent Chuck Smith won the most votes in this evening in the race, finishing with 30%. Newcomers Patrick Ramey and David Sigler will be joining Smith on the City Council. The evening's biggest surprise was the ousting of incumbent Mary Harvey Halseth.
Now let's talk about the Glasgow Town Council. On this one, 5 candidates are going for 3 seats. With 83% of precincts reporting, incumbent Michael Turner is currently leading the pack with 27% of the votes, followed by incumbent Sonny Williams with 26%. Incumbent Roger Funkhauser is in 3rd place with 21% of the vote. Tom McLanahan and our guy Kindle are in the back of the pack right now.
Now, in the Glasgow special election race, Monica Duck has a substantial lead on E.L. Duke with 76% of the vote. 83% of precincts have reported.
The latest numbers from Virginia's statewide races and more when we come back. Stay with us.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary.
Hi, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
In the small town of Elmira, New York,
9,
a boy was
8,
born into an all-American
7,
family.
6, 5, 4.
The odds of him
3,
achieving his dream
2,
in the fashion industry?
1.
1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
He's on his way. He doesn't even know that we're here. Is he okay? Please tell me he's okay.
Laura.
Okay, try to call him again.
There's no signal.
Try.
Nothing's working.
Well, just
Everything's down.
This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
Welcome back to the Rockbridge Report Election Night 2014 coverage.
Republicans have taken 3 Senate seats from Democrats. A GOP candidates won in West Virginia, South Dakota, and Arkansas. Republicans need 3 more victories to gain control to the Senate. Those races are all too close to call. Now let's take one more look at Virginia's statewide races. First of all, in the 6th district-wide results, we have incumbent Bob Goodlatte. The election has been called in his favor with 75% of the vote and 99% of precincts reporting. He will serve another term as the 6th district representative.
Turning to the United States Senate statewide results. Like we said earlier, this race is extremely close right now. Ed Gillespie is currently in the lead with 49.2% of the votes, trailed very closely by incumbent Mark Warner, who has 48.2% of the votes. Robert Sarvis is quite a bit behind with just 2.5%. We will update you throughout the broadcast if there are any changes in this race.
Looking for the Rockbridge County numbers, we see some interesting things coming up here. Ed Gillespie continues to hold his lead over incumbent Democrat Mark Warner. with 56%, a larger gap than we have in the statewide race. Rockbridge County usually leaning red in past elections. For the city of Lexington, Ed Gillespie is behind incumbent Democrat Mark Warner, 33% to 65%, and Robert Sarvis is holding strong with 2.5%. This Libertarian Robert Sarvis in third place there.
In Buena Vista, we have Ed Gillespie with a strong lead with 57.5% of the votes. Incumbent Mark Warner has fallen quite a bit with just 39.1% of the votes, pardon me. And Robert Sarvis has a little bit more going for him in this election with 3.2% of the votes.
Political analyst for Washington Lee Mock Convention, Kevin Ortiz, is back with us to share some more of his thoughts on the races we've been following tonight. Thank you for being here once again, Kevin. We're now in the 10 o'clock hour, so how can we expect the Senate races we've been watching to wrap up tonight?
Right, so I've got three main ones to look at. So first, you do have Virginia. Currently, the Republican is leading in that race. However, we still have Northern Virginian votes to come in. Those are historically Democratic, so expect the incumbent Mark Warner to win there. Also, we have North Carolina, the Tar Heel state. Currently, Republican challenger Tillis is ahead. However, we still need to see how Charlotte, Raleigh, Greensboro, and Winston-Salem, four of the largest cities in that state, and how they will vote. Finally, you mentioned South Dakota has been won by the Republicans. That means the GOP still needs 3 to win control of the Senate, and you've got a couple of potential options, including Alaska, Louisiana, Montana, Colorado, and Iowa. So take a look at those throughout the night as well.
All right, now Kevin, we see a stronger than usual showing tonight from third-party and libertarian candidates across the board. What does this tell us about the current political landscape?
Well, it could show very much that the voters are fed up with both parties. There's been a bunch of negative ads that have been shown on both sides of the aisle, attacking both sides of both Republicans and Democrats. It could potentially affect how the GOP and Democrats govern this upcoming term. We'll just have to see how that will play out.
And can we expect this trend to carry over into 2016?
It's possible. It'll depend on, again, what happens this term, and also it will depend on who the candidates are. Historically, the U.S. likes a two-party system, so don't hold your breath for the Republicans and the Democrats to fall apart right now, but it could have some effect in 2016.
All right, thank you so much, Kevin, and thanks for all your great analysis throughout the night tonight.
Thank you.
Coming up, we'll have a final update on Virginia's amendment and a wrap-up for election night 2014 coverage. Stay with us.
Hi, may I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your GED.
Okay.
Take that first step towards a better future and sign up for free classes now at yourged.org.
If you store your guns properly, I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories.
And I won't have to tell my kids. This isn't a drill.
Please.
Please, do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always, lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
No more pencils, no more books.
No more teachers, dirty looks.
School's out!
For summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
Welcome back to the Rockbridge Report Election Night Update.
Reporter Lindsay Cates went out to get some local perspective on the proposed constitutional amendment. Here's what people had to say.
I voted in favor of the amendment. The amendment allows surviving spouses of military personnel killed in war to live tax-free property-wise, I believe. I think that's a good idea.
And we should do everything we can for veterans.
I think it's a great amendment. I think it's very, very considerate and thoughtful, and I'm much for it.
Let's take a look at how that amendment is faring statewide. Statewide, it looks like around 87.5% of people voted yes to the amendment, with just 12.48% saying no. Precincts reporting is only around 35%, so those results could still change as the evening progresses.
That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us throughout our Election Night 2014 coverage. We'll have a full recap of all the races on our website, rockbridgereport.washingtonandlee.net.
Thanks and good night.